All right, how are you guys doing today? We are finishing up chapter 4. This is part 5, carbohydrates. We're looking at the ergogenic aspects. Here we go. The metabolic byproducts of carbohydrate metabolism, such as pyruvate and DHAP, lactate, and others, have been studied for their potential ergogenic effects in various contexts. Enzyme activity is one key area. So the theory of fatigue related to enzyme inactivation highlights the importance of each metabolic step. If a key enzyme is inhibited or in short supply, it can slow down the entire glycolytic pathway, reducing ATP production and leading to fatigue. And nutrient availability. Adequate carbohydrate intake ensures that glycolysis and subsequent metabolic pathways can function optimally, supporting sustained energy production during exercise. And supplementation. While some metabolic byproducts have shown potential as ergogenic aids, the evidence is not yet robust enough to universally recommend their use. Factors such as dosage, timing, individual response, and exercise type must be considered. Pyruvate, as a 3-carbon byproduct of glycolysis, has been theorized to potentially enhance energy production and aid in weight loss. The theory is that pyruvate is involved in the energy production pathway of glycolysis, suggesting that supplementing with pyruvate can enhance the efficiency of energy metabolism. This theoretical framework led to investigations into its potential benefits for improving athletic performance and aiding weight loss. As far as its efficacy and endurance performance, there's limited research that indicates that supplementation with pyruvate, it really does not consistently enhance endurance performance. Studies have not shown conclusive benefits in that regard. As far as weight loss is concerned, some studies have suggested beneficial effects of pyruvate supplementation on weight loss in obese patients or subjects. However, these findings are based on a small number of studies and require further validation through larger, well-controlled trials. Dihydroxyacetone phosphate, or DHAP, is a 3-carbon carbohydrate and an intermediate in glycolysis like pyruvate. And so, in understanding its potential efficacy as an ergogenic aid, it's based on current understanding. The efficacy, as far as time to exhaustion, some limited evidence suggests that supplementation with DHA, which is the precursor to THAP, might improve time to exhaustion in exercise. However, the exact mechanisms underlying this potential benefit are not well understood and require further mechanistic studies. And despite some studies suggesting a potential performance benefit, there is currently insufficient scientific basis to support the widespread use of DHAP or DHA as ergogenic aids. More rigorous research is needed to establish its efficacy and safety profiles in athletic performance contexts. Lactate, which is a metabolite of glucose, has garnered interest for its potential ergogenic effects, though its research remains limited and the findings are equivocal. The characteristics of lactate, again, it is a metabolite that is produced during anaerobic glycolysis and can be converted back to pyruvate or glucose in the body. Ingesting lactate can cause gastrointestinal disturbances, limiting its practical use as a fuel source in larger amounts compared to carbohydrates. And current research on lactate's ergogenic potential is limited and inconclusive. There is interest in lactate's role as a potential buffering agent against acidosis during exercise, which could theoretically enhance performance, but this hypothesis requires further investigation. Ribose, a 5-carbon monosaccharide, plays essential roles in cellular energy production. So ribose is a pentose sugar, meaning it has 5 carbon atoms in its molecular structure. It is not commonly consumed in significant quantities through a normal diet. It is naturally produced in the body and is a component of RNA, or ribonucleic acid, and ATP, or adenosine triphosphate. Ribose is involved in the rapid resynthesis of ATP, which is critical for cellular energy transfer and storage. Research on ribose supplementation for enhancing athletic performance is limited and does not support significant ergogenic effects. Despite theoretical benefits in enhancing ATP production, studies have not consistently demonstrated performance improvements in athletes. So while ribose's role in energy metabolism is crucial, its supplementation for ergogenic purposes lacks strong scientific support at present. A multi-nutrient supplement composed primarily of intermediates of the Krebs cycle include various carbohydrate byproducts such as pyruvate, lactate, and others, was investigated for its ergogenic potential. However, the research findings indicated that this supplement did not confer beneficial effects on exercise performance or recovery. This suggests that while these intermediates play important roles in energy metabolism within the body, their supplementation alone may not translate into enhanced athletic performance or recovery outcomes. Therefore, athletes and researchers may need to explore other nutritional strategies or combinations to optimize performance and recovery effectively. Ideally, athletes should eat more of the good carbs, the whole grains. So opting for whole grains like brown rice, whole wheat bread, oats, and quinoa. These provide more nutrients and fiber compared to refined grains. It's also recommended that we increase total fiber intake by choosing whole fruits and vegetables, legumes, and whole grains. As far as added sugars, you want to minimize the intake of sugars that are found in sugary beverages, candies, and processed foods, and reduce the consumption of refined carbohydrates like white bread, white rice, and sugary cereals. Refined sugars and starches can have significant impacts on health, both directly and indirectly. In regards to dental health, refined sugars contribute to dental caries or cavities by promoting bacterial growth in the mouth. Bacteria feed on sugars and produce acids that erode tooth enamel, leading to decay. Periodontal infection, poor dental hygiene due to sugar consumption can lead to periodontal or gum infection. Periodontal disease has been linked to systemic diseases such as heart disease, stroke, and diabetes due to the inflammation it can cause, which may affect overall health. Chronic diseases such as obesity, excessive consumption of refined sugars and starches, which are found in processed foods and sugary beverages, can contribute to weight gain and obesity. And high glycemic index foods can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar levels, leading to insulin resistance over time. This condition is a precursor to type 2 diabetes. And diets rich in refined sugars and high glycemic index foods may increase serum triglyceride levels and promote inflammation, both of which are risk factors for cardiovascular disease. And while direct causation is complex and multifactorial, diets high in refined sugars and starches may indirectly contribute to cancer risk through mechanisms such as obesity and chronic inflammation. There are also some psychological effects as well, with mood and energy levels. There are fluctuations in blood sugar levels from consuming refined sugars and starches that can lead to mood swings, irritability, and fatigue, impacting our overall well-being. Artificial sweeteners are often used as sugar substitutes to provide sweetness without the calories. As far as safety is concerned, the general consensus is that most artificial sweeteners are considered safe by regulatory agencies like the FDA, EFSA, and others when consumed within acceptable daily intake levels. As far as potential benefits, weight control, by providing sweetness without the added calories, artificial sweeteners can help individuals manage their weight and reduce overall calorie consumption. They do not raise blood glucose levels, making them a useful alternative for people with diabetes or those managing blood sugar levels. There are some caveats and special considerations. Aspartame and phenylketonuria, or PKU. Aspartame contains phenylalanine, an amino acid that individuals with PKU cannot metabolize. People with PKU must avoid aspartame to prevent serious health issues. those sugar alcohols, such as sorbitol, xylitol, mannitol, and erythritol, oftentimes they're with high intakes of these sugar alcohols can cause gastrointestinal discomfort, including flatulence, bloating, and diarrhea because they are not completely absorbed in the small intestine. And unlike sugars, sugar alcohol does not contribute to tooth decay and can be beneficial for dental health. Complex carbohydrates are beneficial for health due to their high fiber content, steady energy supply, and rich nutrient profile. Incorporating a variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes into your diet can help reduce the risk of chronic diseases and support overall health. The OmniHeart diet provides practical guidelines for increasing your intake of these healthy carbohydrates. Fruit. You should eat 1 to 2 servings of fruit at every meal and have an extra fruit at breakfast. Vegetables. Have 2 to 3 servings of vegetables at lunch and dinner. And as a snack idea, create a fruit and nut trail mix for snacks by combining a 1/4 cup dried fruit with 1 ounce of unsalted nuts. And whole grains. Use whole grains instead of refined grains whenever possible. Whole grains retain their bran and germ, providing more fiber and nutrient compared to refined grains. Examples: brown rice, quinoa, whole wheat, oats, and bulgur. And legumes. Select legumes such as beans, lentils, and chickpeas as a source of both carbohydrates and protein several times a week. Legumes are high in fiber, protein, and various vitamins and minerals, making them an excellent addition to a healthy diet. Whole grain products are among the best sources of healthy carbohydrates, offering numerous health benefits due to their comprehensive nutrient profile. The composition of the whole grain product includes all 3 parts of the grain kernel: the outer bran, which is rich in fiber, B vitamins, antioxidants, and trace minerals, and the inner germ, which contains healthy fats, vitamin E, and B vitamins, antioxidants, and protein, and the endosperm, which provides carbohydrates, protein, and small amounts of vitamins and minerals. As far as the health benefits, they are nutrient rich. They retain all their nutrients, unlike refined grains, which lose the bran and germ during processing. The high fiber content aids in digestion, helps control blood sugar levels, and supports weight management. There is an inverse relationship between the consumption of whole grain foods and the risk of coronary heart disease. Whole grains help lower cholesterol levels, reduce blood pressure, and improve overall heart health. And diets rich in whole grains are associated with a reduced risk of type 2 diabetes, certain cancers, and other chronic diseases. The combination of fiber, antioxidants, and phytonutrients in whole grains provides these protective effects. Whole grains provide a slow and steady release of glucose into the bloodstream, preventing spikes and crashes in blood sugar levels. And this ensures sustained energy throughout the day, which is particularly beneficial for athletes and active individuals. Why should I eat foods rich in fiber? Fiber is an essential component of a healthy diet, offering numerous health benefits. The recommended adequate intake for fiber, general recommendations are 14 grams of fiber per 1,000 calories consumed. Some specific recommendations are for men ages 18 to 50, it's about 38 grams per day. And for women ages 18 to 50, it's 50 grams per day, or 25 grams per day. And remember, as we age, that actually decreases just a little bit. The health benefits of dietary fiber are, as mentioned, reduced risk of coronary heart disease and improved digestive health, where fiber aids in regular bowel movements and prevents constipation. And it helps maintain bowel health and reduces the risk of developing diverticular disease. Fiber, particularly soluble fiber, slows the absorption of sugar and helps improve blood sugar levels. This is particularly beneficial for individuals with diabetes. And for weight management, fiber-rich foods are more filling than low-fiber foods, which helps control appetite and reduces overall calorie intake. High-fiber foods typically require more chewing time, giving your body time to register fullness. and cancer prevention. A high fiber diet is associated with a low risk of colorectal cancer. Fiber helps move waste through the digestive tract more efficiently, which may help prevent the buildup of harmful substances. And the prevention of constipation and hemorrhoids. Dietary fiber increases stool bulk and makes stools easier to pass. This can help prevent constipation and reduce the risk of developing hemorrhoids. Certain carbohydrate foods can cause food intolerance in some individuals. One of the most common forms of carbohydrate intolerance is lactose intolerance, which occurs when the body has low levels of lactase, the enzyme needed to break down lactose, which is the sugar found in milk and dairy products. People with lactose intolerance need to find alternative sources of calcium to ensure they meet their dietary needs, such as non-dairy calcium sources are leafy green vegetables, fortified plant-based milk, such as almond, soy, or oat milk, and fortified juices, tofu, almonds, and certain fish like sardines and salmon. Lactose-free dairy products are available and can be consumed without causing symptoms. The enzyme supplements, such as lactase enzyme supplements, can be taken before consuming dairy to help digest lactose. Gluten intolerance encompasses a range of conditions involving adverse reactions to gluten, a protein found in wheat, rye, and barley. So gluten intolerance involves the immune system recognizing gluten as a foreign substance and reacting against it. This reaction can cause various symptoms and may range in severity. Mild symptoms include gastrointestinal distress, such as bloating, gas, diarrhea, constipation, and stomach pain. Severe symptoms with celiac disease, the immune reaction to gluten causes damage to the lining of the small intestine, leading to malabsorption of nutrients and a variety of systemic symptoms. And so to summarize all of this, added sugar should be limited in the diet. The maximum recommended amount is 25% of daily energy intake, but some health professionals recommend a lower amount of about 10%. The intake of refined starches should also be limited, and an increasing amount of total fiber to about 25 to 38 grams per day may be helpful as a protective measure against the development of heart disease and possibly other chronic diseases. Consuming more whole grains, more fresh fruits, more non-starchy vegetables and legumes, which are low GI foods, will help ensure adequate fiber intake. And that is all that I have for you today. I look forward to talking with you again. Our next chapter, chapter 5, we'll be talking about fat and how it is an energy source for exercise. You guys have a great day. Talk with you soon.